Hello, 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 and welcome to this final of 7 days of live streaming. Thank you for holding space for me and with me. Hello, 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 hello. My internet's a little, so I just want to make sure we're live here. I think we are live. Beautiful. Cool. So today's fantastic topic is how to center in musical flow. Do we have volume? Can someone type in the chat? Do we have some volume? Can you hear me? So I'm going to go ahead and start speaking. For me, when I think about how do I do this? How do I center in musical flow? First off, I've been in choir since I was like just a wee one, like just a little babe. I've been on stage singing since I was 6 years old. And I've been, cultivating my career as an artist for a decade now. So for me, getting centered into my musical flow is something that feels second nature to me now. And when I think about what am I actually doing when I am in a space where I'm rather channeling a song, most of the time I write a song in about 45 minutes. I just kind of allow myself to express what I'm hearing. And always the first thing that I'm hearing is what I express in songs. I don't really go back and pick them apart. Some could say that this is a hindrance to the, how accessible my work is. But for me, I like what I do, and I really like my process of writing. So for me, that flow and that channeling is totally fine, and satisfying. It's deeply satisfying for me. Also, when I think about channeling and musical flow, I think about being on stage and just allowing spirit to sing through me. And I also think about, when I'm recording, like I was recording a cover last night, which I'm going to post tomorrow, by the way. It's a cover of Justin Bieber and Chance the Rapper's Holy. And I was singing. And when I allow myself to float on the notes of music, for me, it is such an experience in allowing my consciousness to have free reign. Because when I'm riffing and doing runs and playing with the notes and playing with my voice, that's an experience where I'm not in control. I'm not controlling it. It's really letting go of control. It's surrendering, letting go of trying to be perfect and trusting. So really for me, it's an experience in faith. Wow, it's interesting. I haven't really articulated that before, but being in musical flow is an experience of having faith, having trust, and letting go, surrendering. And it's funny because this is such a key ingredient of manifestation and quantum physics, being able to let go and have faith and allow what you desire to come to you and allow what you've been visualizing to come to you. So it's interesting that in order to create the most authentic and beautiful musical piece or musical product or musical moment, we have to do the same thing. And, I wouldn't be surprised if when we were to do a little audit of all the different parts of our lives where we are finding the best results, there's always that final step of letting go, surrendering, and having faith and trust. We can visualize and we can curate our taste and we can build our skill set and we can study as much as we want. But if we can't do the final step of letting go, surrendering, having faith, and having trust, then we're going to be micromanaging something and it's never going to be able to fully express itself. And when I think about pure consciousness and the space of flow and surrender, of course, it's a spiritual experience, but I would argue so are all the other steps of studying and curating, etc. That's also a spiritual experience because we're communicating with ourselves and asking, what is my authentic taste? What do I truly prefer? What is my personal preference? And being able to articulate our personal preference is also a spiritual act, I believe, because we have been gifted with a certain personality and consciousness in this lifetime. And when we can translate who we are into how we actually live our lives, it gives us such a state of fulfillment. And for me, I'm going to speak personally, for myself, I feel so fulfilled when I can translate my authentic taste and desire into how I'm living my life. For me, it's so much better than trying to curate myself to be what I think everyone else wants me to be. No one gives a shit about what I'm doing. They only care about themselves at the end of the day and how they're doing when they fall asleep at night, right? As it should be. As it should be. And so for me, I just focus on myself, focus on my own game, right? For me, I'm not competing against anybody. I have so much love for everyone's unique experience. We're all right where we're meant to be, and I am right where I am meant to be. And as long as I can be in greater integrity with myself than I was yesterday, then I'm growing, and it's a thrilling and fulfilling experience for me. So when I think about being in musical flow, and with all of that being said, allowing ourselves to relax into who we truly are in the moment of channeling is what the task of musical flow is. So I think this goes for any type of art. It's included with the way that we get dressed in the morning, the way that we're curating our thoughts, right? And we have space to be creative so many different places in our lives, and we can allow ourselves to be in flow. And also, as I've been studying this topic of deep focus and being able to get more done in a shorter amount of time and really honing and zoning in on what I'm doing when I have, like it's tax season right now, right? So when I'm like, okay, I want to get these taxes done so I can go play for the rest of the day, or whatever the case may be, whatever I want to do next, go take a job, etc. I'm like, how can I really focus in on this task at hand? And something that someone was suggesting while I was studying this was being in that flow state while we are doing each task, being 100% focused in and allowing time to evaporate away, and for our state of flow and focus to just enwrap us, enmesh us, engulf us. Right? So for me, this flow state that I am able to tap into when I'm just like singing, and when I am writing music, when I'm just allowing my ideas and what I'm hearing and the authentic articulation to what I'm feeling to just come through me, I can also apply that skill set to other places in my life. So let me know how this is landing for you. Let me know if it's resonating. Comment below on what your flow state looks like in your life, whether it's with a creative art or another type of creativity or focus that you are working on. And stay tuned for the live cover recording. It's not going to be live, but I recorded it, just a one-take Jake for you. So yes, that will be coming out tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in this week with me. And I'm sure I'll be doing more live soon, because it's a nice part of my morning routine, get my voice flowing and activated, get myself tapping into a state of higher wisdom that I'm allowing myself to articulate and then live into for the rest of the day. So I've been really enjoying it. Thank you for your time, your grace, your beauty, your unique gifts, your ability to let go and let God, to surrender, to be in faith and in trust. You are an incredible, unique being. You are here for a reason that we are all so ready to continue embracing. So thank you, my friend. I am feeling crystal clear as day. And I'm outie. Shakakokom.